Back out, come back in. All right. We're having some technical difficulties. Brother Ross Jelani and Brother Shabaka, y'all gonna have to, go out and come back in the studio. I can't seem to add you. Oh, here we go. I'm adding Shabaka. Brother Jelani, you're gonna have to go back out and come back in again. Welcome to Black Ophanim Lion TV. I got a whole lot to say in this one. It's the Black Revolutionary Block Party. Mm-hmm.
All right.
And it's the Saturday night Black Revolutionary Block Party on Black Ophanim Lion TV.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a mouthful. So how you doing tonight, sir? How's everything going in the black community out there in Sin City?
Okay, well, I guess everything is all right. It's just hot out here, you know what I mean? And then just getting some feedback here currently what's going out here in Las Vegas. They saying a lot of these casinos are losing money, you know what I mean? Because, what do they call that there? their business is down like about 10%. You know, people are not coming out here like they was, is because they're saying it's, you know, according to the local newspaper, is that you know, they always want to keep up in the price, and then the payout percentages is not what they used to be on those slots. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, and which is kind of how should I say, that's not good for business. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So,
Shoot.
you know, it's about a pleasant 113 degrees, you know, out here today. And then, as you know, man, next month on the first day of fall, around then, the temperatures is going to start dropping, which will probably get up to about 90, then it'll go down to about 80, you know, and then the winter months will come in, man, you know, then the weather gets a little bit, you know, tolerable, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
there he is. Already got Rock Jelani on the stage with us. We was having some technical difficulties getting you on here, brother. But you're on here now, so welcome to. Do I have to say it again? The Saturday night Black Revolutionary Block Party. See, I'm getting faster at it.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
Black Power.
Black Power.
always.
All right, my brother. Representing the new Black Panther Party for self-defense for a long, long, long time now. Holding down the post of regional chairman and local chairman. New Black Panther Party for Self-Defense out of Norfolk. Brother Ross Jelani, Simba. Welcome, 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 brother. While we got you on here, before you cut off again. The man Shabaka kicking up the dust. So, how you feel about Trump letting the federalize the police on the black
Okay.
community?
Yeah, that's very dangerous.
Black
Mm-hmm.
Power.
Yeah, that's very, very dangerous. And, you know, and then they go up there and talk about this Constitution and things of that nature right there. And dude is, in fact, violating the Constitution, violating his oath of office. But what the problem is that the House of Representatives and the U.S. Senate, you know, it's all Republican. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So for all practical purposes, they're gonna give him what he want, and then just like he told the mayor of Washington D.C. is that, you know, he's federalizing Washington D.C. So in my opinion, that is just a test to see if he can go off into the various states and do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you say, and
Yes.
then after he hits the East Coast a little bit, then his next stop is going to be California.
Now Norfolk is another black metroplex. So what do you think about it down there, brother Jelani? When they started having every time you turn around, the streets is empty except for cops, feds, ICE, damn FBI, the Homeland Security. Goodness gracious!
Oh yeah, that is what you call a police state. You see
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
but let brother Jelani chime in because I know he ain't got a lot of time.
Yeah. Black Power. Black Power. Black Power, brother Shabaka.
Always. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Always.
we definitely living in a police state. Martial law, whatever you want to call it.
Yes, sir.
Uh by fascist government.
Yeah.
Uh those of us who are revolutionaries knew this time would come.
Yes,
That
sir.
we would had to had to basically fight the police and fight the military as
Oh
well.
yeah.
The whole government. If you're a revolutionary, you couldn't have ruled that out. That
Right.
you was gonna have to fight. The only thing is we need to get more organized because these people are organizing, and we don't want it to be a slaughter. We definitely living in Revelations. We don't want it to be.
Oh, that's for
Uh,
real.
we definitely don't want it to be that part in Revelations where it says there was blood in the street, knee deep.
Yeah.
We don't want that to be our people's blood. But the way we looking, it's like the revolutionaries are few. There's always
Yeah,
been a few. The masses uh, have never fought the revolution. There's always been a few chosen revolutionaries,
yes,
fighters
sir.
that have won. So
Yes, sir.
it's looking bad because all they thinking about, even with what's going on in D.C., all they thinking about is going to the club and shaking their ass
Exactly.
and all the foolishness. While the revolutionaries are training.
Yeah,
Uh,
oh, absolutely. And I see they're off in the east, man. They training real good, and then I think that they had stated over 60 years ago, because as you know, 60 years ago, the Watts riot was going on. And Watts is a section of the city of Los Angeles that was predominantly black at that time. You say, and so what it is that this is the more reason why we got to build up our own industries and what have you to provide for ourselves and get that farmland so we can eat. You see what I mean? And then of course, old poor Bill Gates, man, he's trying to buy up all the farmland across the nation. And then what he's trying to do is harvest all these GMO products, because I went to the store, man, and was gonna get me a half a watermelon. And like when you cut the watermelon in half, man, you're supposed to see the seeds.
yeah,
All
no
those
seed.
seeds was white, and watermelon seeds are black. Say
Yeah.
so, yeah. So them is GMOs, and mainly these GMOs, man, is targeting, man, on the procreative organs of the black woman. You see what I mean? And this is why she's always having, the health problems, with female functions and stuff like that. So the thing they going in, the first thing they say, oh well, man, we got to cut out, all your reproductive organs. You see what I mean? And things of that nature, right there. You see, so therefore, that's a form of genocide.
Also, I want to stay on the police because they're just going to spread it around. They're going to test drive in D.C. and then make their way
Right.
around. So,
Oh yeah.
um, uh, while we got a brother on the line, because I tried to get him on here and the line kept cutting off. I want to make sure. And yours is clear for a change, Shabaka. So just hold on.
All
Uh,
right.
to get more insight on what's happening with the party because for one, it's time for unity. It's not time for BSing around, especially with, like I say, with them joining all their available resources like that. Now they say it's only going to last for 30 days, but we'll see about that because we already know. Well, it's just a test drive. Shoot, 30 days, they'll be going for months and months, maybe years and years. Who knows? We'll see. But so what do you think about that, brother Jelani? To get all the
Well,
party.
they're definitely gonna go longer than
Yeah,
30 days. Uh, I already heard Trump say that he wanted to go longer than 30 days, and they putting in the paperwork to make it longer than 30 days.
yeah,
So we living in a fascist police state.
Exactly.
It's gonna be that way for a while. We America is falling apart.
Mm-hmm.
America's falling apart politically, economically, everything. So
Oh yes, sir.
we're gonna live in this police state until we get some help uh, from an outside country dealing with this police state. And uh, I mean, it's gonna have to fall from the inside and the outside. But we're gonna
Mm-hmm.
need we're gonna need some outside help. And I
Yeah.
know y'all may not like Russia or China or whatever, but we're gonna need some outside help from
mm,
somewhere in order to bring this thing down to where we can deal with these people. Because right now, more than a third of our people are not even they're not even having this conversation.
Exactly.
and
You know what
then
I'm
like
saying?
yeah, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I was saying they're not even having this conversation, so they nowhere on on this level, and we got to understand as revolutionaries that it's so few of us that we can't fight these people heads up. We're gonna have to go to guerrilla warfare and urban warfare. We had to do what Hamas is doing. We gonna have to be like that. We gonna have to maneuver like that. Uh, and then you over here in America, you got these Uncle Tom ass Negroes that's
Right.
gonna sell your ass out.
Oh
And
yeah.
Yeah.
so
Oh yeah.
we gonna have to get at some of them too.
Yeah. That's for
We
real,
gonna have to
brother.
get at some of them too, because it's already real, but it's gonna get realer
Oh yeah. They look for
than what it is now.
type shit
Oh
to go.
yeah. Yeah. Say, and then too, and this is why we need to start and enhance our own businesses, man, to finance things for us, for our own purposes. You see what I'm saying? You know, it's because you know, we got a right to live and we got a right to exist as well. You
Oh
see?
yeah. Not only that, like you were saying, brother Jelani, that Trump trying to make it more permanent. He also trying to make his presidency more permanent if his health can hold out.
Oh yeah.
But he's the last president for the United States of America.
Yeah, yeah, that because he
By the
even
time
said that.
2028 get around, he won't. America will be in such bad shape that it won't be able to hold another election. So
Yeah,
he was right
exactly.
about him being the last president. Whether
Yeah.
he croak or not, and they put somebody in there, he'll be the one. He'll be the one that bring it down with all the stuff that he doing. He'll be the
Yeah.
And
one that
then
bring the whole country down. So who
and you know,
if somebody is after him, it won't be worth. It won't even be America no more for real.
Just to
yeah,
follow the remix, you know, that's all. That's the follow up, the remix. Well,
yeah,
definitely want to find out more about what's happening with the party because I see y'all, holding it down and doing a lot of good things. But let me put some music on the people for a second and come right back to that. Hold on, y'all. I know you had something for us too, Shabaka. But hold that thought. Just the
oh
remix.
yeah,
Mhm.
okay,
I've been working on this.
Remix
Yeah.
happening, y'all. What's up, DC? We used to call you Chocolate City, but now it's Federal City, y'all. What's up?
Black, powerful.
The revolution will not be televised. Talks about a prophesy.
Like power.
Real easy for me to get lost in these games, especially now that they doing that alien nest type script. You dig? DC, Federal City, welcome to the cell with a fed cell. Mother.
Fire! Burn!
Front drawing lines.
Power.
Hope we get federalized.
Yeah.
Sex scared, cap, popping lies. They got the National Guard on combat formations, helping the homeless relocations, evacuations, evictions. Martial law in a police state. Tell the tourists things ain't nice. If they ain't white, they might get stopped by ICE.
Like powerful. Yeah.
We got the curfew for the kids at night. Catching feds ain't right. While the rich get rich and the poor get poor. Off this big new deal. While they get fat and getting they fill. Most of the kill for a real meal. So the blue gang is loose.
Yeah.
Man.
Say what?
Loose. Those clips sink most ships like a hurricane. DC, Federal City, welcome to the smells of the fed sales, mother. They taking the pictures for the facial recognition, y'all. I stay masked up. don't take no jab at all. 5K for the nanobots, making zombies of us all. Not us, we ain't having it. That making America great again ain't skip. They making America hate again, and that's it. While the dark ops running down on the streets. So you know what it is, man. DC, welcome to the smell of the cell, mother. Fire! Lightning, yeah. To open up your eyes, my dear. Say what? Remix. Keep it DC, little city. Hands raised, he laying on bed and the real revolution will not be televised. Talked about DC. Now we will be coming to y'all live in the living black Chocolate City. Thursday, 7 p.m. for the Black Revolution.
Well, I hope Goody Mob didn't mind me borrowing the soundtrack for, what's that, cell therapy? Yeah. So back where we was at, I had to hit a little music in between there. So let the people know that we do music. We got T-shirts. We got Black Revolution all day long. You know, from the original patch, Freedom of Death. You know, the real Panther patch. You know, y'all still with me?
Yeah,
Black
I'm still here.
Okay, what about you, brother Jelani? He was going to give us an update on the state of affairs of the Central Committee, the new Black Panther Party for Self-Defense. I know that Bobby Worthy, whatever his name was, he had put in some kind of bogus application like he was trying to do something, but we all know that was ridiculous. What about yourself, brother? Oh, shoot. We must have lost Brother Jelani. Damn. All right. Well, hopefully he'll be back on. Or I can try to give him a call. Oh, but go ahead and give us an update. Brother Shabaka Shankori from Shabaka's Black Experience Enhanced on every Tuesday on Facebook, Instagram, what you call that? Oh,
yeah. Also too, and then also too, we're on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? If you want to contact me on Twitter, that's at Shabaka capital EXP.
Oh, okay. Well, we're on Twitter now. I don't even know how that works.
Yeah, but Twitter, they keep changing their procedures and the way they're doing things on a regular basis because sometimes I can get it and other times I can't get it. You know what I'm saying?
But I know it's posting, so that's good. Who knows? We might be blowing up in Europe. Yeah.
Yeah, and then they tell you, man, you know, is that they got certain countries that they go to and certain countries they can't go to. So, you know, it all depends. So, you know, you monitor your feedback on it. You know what I mean?
Got to keep it PG. No cussing and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
All over the world and keep putting the message out. Now,
yes, sir.
I've been saying people want to get their own platforms so that they can just say whatever they want to say instead of sticking with the big platforms and just go by the rules so that they can say what they need to say instead of what
Right.
they want to say things the way they want to say things with emotional content, as
Yeah.
Bruce Lee.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So
Without a doubt.
I
You
take the
know.
check it out. Hold on, we got to take the emotional content out of it and keep it professional. You know.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Say. And then what's happening is, man, you got so many. I'm up here shredding documents. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if you catch my drift, and then two.
Okay. When we live, especially when we live, you know,
Oh yeah. And
by
then also too.
sharing it, somebody's
Oh
always
yeah.
saving and sharing. I was like, where are they saving and sharing? I was like, maybe that's what we need. I don't know.
Yep. And then also too, man, is that I'm just checking up some of my resources right here. That there's a lot of history in your neck of the woods there,
We need,
lightning.
you know, what we need the people to do. I hope you hear me. Put comments in, so it boosts the algorithm to send
Yep.
it to more people, and also put up some hearts and some thumbs ups. And if you're catching the broadcast, especially for the first time, follow because we might have a spur of the moment broadcast like I've been doing all day today, and
Mm-hmm.
then that way it'll pop up for you. So share, follow, like, and subscribe, but definitely follow so you can catch these bombs as we drop them. And even Shabaka's Black Experience Enhanced on Tuesdays when I drop that on this channel here. Y'all be right there with us. And I got Brother Justice, Black Power, Brother Justice. Welcome to the Black Revolutionary Block Party.
Right on, Black Power.
hmm
Always, always.
Always. So how's everything with you tonight? What's the word, brother?
Oh no, I chimed in. I just seen the text, so I just chimed in right now.
Okay. Basically talking about like how they federalizing the police, starting with the black neighborhoods in DC. Because I can tell by when I see them videos and stuff, I say they right all over in the hood, boy. People can't even come out on the front porch and drink a beer. It showed one cop pouring somebody beer out, and it was like they're on their front porch. Can't come on somebody's porch
Yeah,
and get beer out.
yeah. And
You
then
know what's funny is before I seen your text, I was on YouTube, and I seen one black man. I think he got arrested just for sitting on his porch smoking a cigarette.
Yeah.
I know
yeah. I
that is
saw some clips on
martial
that
law.
there. Yeah, they didn't even want them smoking cigarettes, man, in DC. You know what I'm saying?
That's in the whole neighborhood. So
You know
you
that's just martial law coming in effect.
Oh,
you got
yes, sir.
people out there. You got police out there that don't have no business being out there at all, like Homeland Security. What
Yeah.
Homeland Security got to do with the hood?
Well, you see, Washington is the District of Columbia, so that there is kind of like this. If I got my basic civics right, is
Yeah,
that there is the nation's capital. You see, so it's kind of like it's not a state, it's not a province, but at the same token, it's not under any state law because ain't DC there near Maryland, Virginia, and
DC has statehood. Don't have statehood. One of the two, but
yeah. Yeah, it's
well,
3 states it goes into: Maryland, Virginia.
oh, you can
Uh,
own property in DC. You
yeah.
can own a house, but you still don't own the property that the house is on, the land.
Wow.
You know,
Wow.
brother
That's
Justice,
bad.
let brother Justice chime in because I know he might be on the clock or not. I'm not sure. You on the clock tonight, brother? You on the Ponderosa?
No, I'm at the house chilling.
Oh, good. All right, good. So you
Yeah,
know
Okay.
what
I
Hop said.
supposed I supposed to go to work tomorrow, but I don't know if I'm gonna go. I don't feel it. I, shoes. With my health doing like it's doing and stuff,
Right.
they can't give me no. I went to try to get me an MRI. My doctor sent me to get an MRI, but they wouldn't give me now.
Uh,
Yeah, they said
Mm.
that because I had bullets off in my chest and stuff and in my body, they wouldn't give me no MRI. So I gotta see
Because of the
what.
lead.
Yeah. So I
Yeah,
gotta see.
because not
you're
not cutting your wisdom, brother, but I read somewhere where a brother got pulled off into an MRI machine, man, because he had like on a chain or a necklace that he forgot to take off. Because
Yeah.
yeah.
I've had an MRI, man, and they pretty much strip you down there to your drawers, and then they put the little I call it like the little house coat on you, and then
And
they lay you there, and then
head
they
thing.
play some music. Yeah, and they play some music for you. So they asked me when they gave me one, well, what are you in here? I says, put me on some Miles Davis. You know what I'm saying? And what have you. But here's something I came across, gentlemen. You know what I'm saying? I like to read to you when you all say quit reading, I would do it. This is the Red Summer about the Tulsa race ride. Okay. In the summer of 1919, just 2 years after the bloody confrontation in East St. Louis and Houston, 26 race riots convulsed American cities, leading the NAACP Field Secretary James Weldon Johnson to coin the phrase Red Summer. On May 10th in Charleston, South Carolina, a group of white sailors killed a local black man in a fight. The sailors resisted arrest and armed stormed the city's black neighborhood. Charleston's mayor demanded they return to their base, but the defiant sailors instead unleashed a maelstrom of violence on black residents who fought back with shots of their own. During the riot, 2 blacks died and 17 were wounded, while no whites died and only 8 suffered injuries. Although Charleston blacks found some support in the mayor, those else, those elsewhere found none. In Longview, Texas, whites shot to death a black man known to have a white lover. City officials refused to investigate the crime. An anonymous protest later appeared in the Chicago Defender with local whites attributed to Samuel Jones, a black school teacher. Militants attacked him on July 10th. The following day, a mob descended on Jones' house, but met gunfire from blacks waiting inside. Now, this is in the Chi now. Okay, the outraged rioters responded by riding through black neighborhoods, setting homes ablaze. Police arrested 20 whites and 20 blacks. Longview remained under martial law until July 18th. Now, they were saying is what Trump is doing could only last 30 days there, y'all, in Washington, D.C. And then 2 of the country's largest cities also experienced race riots. In July, the Washington Post ran a false story about a black man who targeted white women for assault and called for off-duty police to protect the city. The result was a terrifying mob. From July 19th to July 23rd, whites attacked black citizens, ransacked their homes, ending their rampage only after the army intervened. Later that month in Chicago, a white man at a local beach, which would be on Lake Michigan, thought a black man was swimming too close to the designated white area. He threw a large stone at the swimmer and killed him. The
Mm.
following 2 weeks of fighting killed 23 blacks and injured 342 others. 15 whites perished as well. More than 20 other riots racked the nation that year. In a horrific case in Omaha, Nebraska, on September 28th, whites killed a black prisoner, set his body on fire, then posed for photos with the smoldering corpse. Now that's cold.
Yeah, I think I seen that picture. Cold blooded.
Yeah, that is cold blooded, man. That there is an act wrong within itself. The Chicago Defender, and we all know about the Chicago Defender, Ida B. Rails, ran one of the pictures on the front page. Police arrested 59 whites in connections with the killings and the subsequent riot. Days later, in Elaine, Arkansas, violence erupted when black sharecroppers and tenant farmers attempted to form a branch of the Progressive Farmers and Household Union to America. Whites seeking to punish them for daring to organize killed at least 725 blacks. One of the deadliest race riots in the nation's history occurred in Tulsa, Oklahoma, from May 31st to June the 1st, 1921. And you remember Black Lightning? Didn't I send you that video, man, that I did when I went down there to Tulsa, Oklahoma a couple of years back?
Uh huh.
Yeah, you see. So I
Yeah, and
went down
Pete,
and
welcome, brother Pete, to the stage. Hold on, let me off mute. Oh, you can take
yeah.
yourself mute anytime, brother Pete. Well, let me take you off mute for a minute, but mute up when you're not talking. All right, what's happening, brother? You finally made it on. You got a connection after all. How you do that?
Ancient Chinese secret.
You been holding
If I tell
back,
you, I got. If I tell you, I got. If I tell you, I gotta kill you.
but don't do that. Don't tell him.
Yeah, in other words, man, it's classified. You know what I'm saying? Communications classified. Changes the medical procedures classified. Changes to political event classified. The
Yeah.
implementation of armed troops classified. You know what I'm saying? Remember
Speaking of,
that speech?
we got action in
Um,
brother area down there. I've already told the people that DC is federal city.
Yeah.
Uh, how's it look out there with the armored vehicles and the jeeps and the FBI taking people's pictures and stuff? Man, it's got to be crazy. I don't want to go.
let me
You
share
asking
something
me
with you,
that?
brothers.
Recognition is on the blink, big time. What say, brother?
I want to share something with you, brothers, that happened yesterday. You know, yesterday, well, really the day before yesterday, my daughter went to jail, so I had to get her out
Oh,
yesterday. And the thing is, they arrested her for cruelty to animals. Her dogs got into a fight, and one of them killed one. And next thing you know, they arrest her for cruelty to animals.
because the dog killed a dog.
Yep, because the dog got into a fight. She wasn't there, and it killed them.
She wasn't even there. How
Nope.
you gonna stop that?
I don't know. I don't know. This happened up here in Fort Worth, up there in Fort Worth, Texas.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Two dogs didn't know each other, or did one of the dogs get in the other one's area?
I don't know. Wasn't she? Her and her husband wasn't there.
Yeah. Damn.
His dog killed the other dog. So
Yeah.
yeah, I
Oh,
think that's some kind of fucked up stuff. But
Good job
you
for the
know,
police. That's job for damn humane society to give a ticket for the dog bite. I've had dog bite other dogs before and get a ticket.
yeah,
And from the humane society, not from the police.
yeah.
right. Yep.
It sounds
And
like a
then,
lawsuit waiting
You
to
know,
happen.
and Fort Worth, it's a little small city. I mean, it's big, but it's small, and they're very racist much up there. You know, I mean,
mhm.
I can't say nothing. I live in a racist town. Shoes, I've been pulled over 6 times in my car.
Wow. By the same police.
No, 2 times it was though, and then actually 2 times it was the same police, and then another 2 times it was another same police. But
Okay, so
the
which means they
second,
keying in on you, brother, because I've been subjugated to that myself out in California. Not interrupting you, but I'm just saying this, man. When see you and they put a certain profile on you and what have you, right?
And then
You
on it,
know,
black.
yeah, then they're gonna key in on you. So the best thing to do is not be on the street after dark or real late at night. You see?
Yeah. Each time I was pulled over, except for once, but each
Yeah.
time I was pulled over, I was either going to work or coming from work.
Oh
Now,
man.
now, one time the officer that pulled me over was the same officer. He didn't give me no ticket or nothing. He just said, "Hey, you need to cut them lights off on your car," you know, and he left it at that. But he remembered me pulling me over, and one of them, I looked. I said, "Man," I said, "You the one that pulled me over the last time." I don't
Yeah.
remember. Yeah, you remember because if he get caught on camera, probably saying that he's a harassing.
Yeah. And then keep in mind what's happening out there in California a lot is that they're not even hearing the cases. You see, when people come up there,
Wait till they get feds
And
coming up, come out to know your name and shit. We saw that on one video where the guy he called the guy by his name and he wanted his supervisor like, how you know my name? They're out there profiling more than just racial profiling. They are actually
and
they know who they talking to. You know what I mean?
yep, and I know that cop knew who I was because there's no other car up here in this city like mine. None. So I know he knew who I was. He probably trying to
yeah,
catch me riding dirty, but I don't ride dirty. I don't have nothing dirty. I'm a law-abiding citizen. I moved out here to this country town because my kids need better schooling than the schools in
right.
Dallas. You know?
Yes,
Yeah.
So
sir.
in this town, 3 years ago, the population was I think like 2,900.
Hmm.
So and it's mostly white. I stay in my house was just built 3 years ago when I moved here,
Okay.
and right now it's one, two, three, four. Only four blacks stay on my street, and one of them is a mixed couple.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you know, and then I have police officers that live all around. So that's what it is.
Mm.
That's what it is. But
Yeah.
they gonna mess around and piss me off one day, and they gonna see me up there in black.
Hmm.
You know what I'm
Yep.
saying?
Hey, they got what they need to see. Everybody all at once, say, hey, enough is enough. Don't come through here. Say, keep that over there, wherever you have it at, but not over here. We police our own, before they start policing us to that degree. Brother Pete, you still there? Because I know he down there in Chocolate City. He can give us a update. Wait a minute, hold on. Where you at? Oh, there he is. All right, you can give us an update on the Fed sales down there.
What update? I don't go out. I stay right here in the house. I
You
let
can
I
feel
let
back
these dudes do what they gonna do.
or terrorists, whatever you got. Shoot them out the window. Shoot any tanks out the window.
It's designed to make you upset, and I'm not gonna get upset with it.
Right.
What about like when
Yeah.
you go to Starbucks or something like that? They probably don't bother you though, right?
They don't bother me. They
Yeah.
don't bother me. I don't give them a reason to. And if they try to find a reason, then we can go. We can go to length. It doesn't matter. But
Right.
I know
I
there's
don't.
like the Petworth area, just harassing everybody. People on their porch and stuff, locking folks
Yeah.
up and right. And the ones that's dirty, I guess they's running, or maybe the ones that's just young and don't know no better, they run.
Yeah. See, and that's one thing about it, man. They will try to take advantage, man, of your lack of knowledge. You know what I'm saying?
Have you seen any
And
tents disappearing down there?
What was you
say what
saying,
now?
Shabaka? Finish what you were saying.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then, of course, too, man, out there in Los Angeles, they always stopping our people, man, in the middle of the night. And my advice is, because this happened to me many times, and when you know they behind you, man, if you pass them, they get behind you, man. If they turn the corner and get behind you, man, try to get to a well-lit intersection and then just pull over.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, say.
But now that they got a thing against that, okay?
Oh, was that right? I didn't know that.
Yeah, they making laws that are designed to trap you. Okay.
Uh-huh.
One of those laws is, like you just said, try to get to a well-lit situation and then
Right.
pull over. But
Yeah.
when you get to that well-lit situation and pull over, they try to get you for what's they call it, fleeing.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Evasion.
Evade. You supposed to stop when he turns his lights on, not when.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And what had happened in my case there, brother, is that they got behind me. They did not turn on their lights. So when I got to the well-lit intersection, right, I just pulled over. Then they turned on the lights. You see what I mean? And so then they tell you to get out the car, go talk to my partner up on the sidewalk while the other cop is searching your vehicle illegally. You see what I mean? Going in glove compartments, stuff like that. And if you ain't got nothing out there, man, in plain sight, okay, they ain't supposed to have no business going off into your trunk. They ain't supposed to have no business
Like
going off into your glove box, because that's what that probable cause
you need
used
a
to be.
search warrant for that, just like you do for your house.
Yeah,
Just
exactly.
your home. Matter of fact, if somebody were breaking in your car, it'd be just like breaking in your house.
Yeah, exactly. Because I caught somebody breaking in my car one time, and I went out there and gave them the business. You know what I'm saying?
But
And what happened?
the pride, somebody
I think
was
that
breaking.
falls under the castle domain law.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me tell you how
That's
diabolical these people are.
Oh, yes, sir, without a doubt.
They got people thinking that they got stand your ground laws, right?
Yeah.
But do you know you can go to jail? They'll lock you up for defending yourself.
Oh, yes, sir. They most certainly will. And that is for real.
They will lock you up. That's a charge. Defending yourself is a charge. Yet they turn around and tell you have stand your ground right.
Yeah, exactly. See, so the hypocrisy is real. So quite naturally, of course, we don't have the complexion in this nation for that protection. You see what I'm saying? And that's one of the reasons out on the West Coast when the Black Panthers had originated, because Newton, he was a law major, I believe. And what it is that he will get out there, man, and he will quote, the California Penal Code about why, you can't pull us over. And then what had happened was up to 1968, you used to be able to open carry in California. But when they was doing their thing there, man, patrolling the police, okay, they had banned you under the Mulfer Act at the state level, where you cannot carry a firearm in California. And if you transport it, it has to be transported in your vehicle, and the weapon and the ammo must be separated.
But you still get a charge.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You still get a charge.
Oh yes, sir, without a doubt.
That's the law is you have to have your ammo separated, and if you got like a lockbox for your weapon, that'd be even better. Put it in a lockbox, and as a matter of fact, they're not supposed to be able to open your trunk or your lockbox without a search warrant.
Yeah. Yeah.
They get around that. You know how they get around that? They place you under arrest with a false charge.
Exactly. You say, and nobody has the right to resist arrest.
They can't get in your lockbox regardless.
If you are placed under arrest, whatever you have with you, they can go in.
But they got a box can't get into. That's all.
Never mind. You got the answer to cancel, so I'm gonna leave that alone.
No, I'm saying if they ask for the combination, I'm gonna refuse.
And if you don't, and if you refuse, they can. If you're under arrest, they can break in it.
Yeah.
You're not listening to nothing somebody's saying to you.
Yeah, but they already know what you got before they even open it because they run your plates and they automatically know what weapons you have.
Oh yeah, they know everything. No, they know everything about you, man. Because see, the plate is cross-filed to your driver's license, and then your driver's license is cross-filed, man, to all your personal information.
And like I was saying, all the feds and stuff in DC, all they gotta do is, man, they run your run your plates. They'll say, he got an AK, he got 9mm, but does he have them in the car? You know?
Yeah.
And they'll say any weapons, you know?
Yeah.
You see. But yeah, I got a 9mm in my lockbox in my trunk, and I got the ammo in a lockbox in my glove compartment.
Yeah. You see, yeah. And they real about that, man. You know what I'm saying? They really is real about that.
It's there. But no, it's there. You know?
So really, man, what it is, man, it's supposed to be a violation of your human rights, no probable cause. But you see, this is the problem. Like when you hear a lot of these families that say that they're all in law enforcement, right? And so you know they got relatives who is judges. They got the other relatives who are police officers, lawyers, public defenders. You see what I'm saying?
Like in these retreat law, you have to retreat. Now, where in some states, you don't have to retreat, and you don't have to separate your ammo from your pistol. You can have your gun on you with it loaded, with one in the chamber, and nobody, and then it ain't illegal. It ain't gonna be illegal, you know.
Yeah.
Now you got it separated. That's even better for you, so they don't try to say, "Oh, he's reaching for it" or something like that. You know what I mean?
Well, let's look at the case of Philando Castile. You see what I'm saying? You know, look what happened to him. You see, and where he was licensed to carry. Okay, so you know he told the officer, "Well, I'm licensed to carry." Okay, and then you know he's trying to show him his FOIA card, firearms. What is that? Firearms, concealed permit, I believe. You know. So then he puts 3 bullets in his chest right in front of his wife and his baby, and the baby's in the back seat.
Yeah.
You see, so he didn't have no. His name was Yanez. So therefore, you know, he didn't have no probable cause for that. You see, and it was murder, or what I call state-sanctioned homicides, when the police are not prosecuted, you know, for their criminal activity.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
And
so that there's
gloves. Now Trump taking the gloves off the police, telling them that they can be even more ruthless now.
Yeah. You see, so that there, you know, is very, very disturbing.
Yeah, and that's a violation of the Klansman Act. Yeah. 1821, like that. Yeah, violation of the Klansman Act. Well, you can't duck inside because you got to come outside. And I know he's talking about making it more than what they've said, 30 days, but Trump talking about extending it. So you still got to go Starbucks and different places like that. And I know these some jumpers are going to be like, man, facial recognition on everybody. But they already know who everybody is anyway. They probably have a list. Everybody in your building, brother. You
and
know
what they do with the facial recognition, they run it through their databases. You see what I'm saying? And then they get your driver's license.
Hey, look, they'll know who it is when they come visit just by facial recognition software. You know.
Yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It really is crazy. You know,
I know,
and
brother Joe was saying it don't even matter if you masked up or not.
yeah, yeah, because they'll figure it out. You'll say it's because they'll look at the configurations,
I guess your
and then
body,
that,
but you
yeah,
could be bulked up too. You know, shoot,
hmm
up and
and
mask,
then
and then know them like them paintball masks that they good for protests and stuff, so you don't get no pepper balls in your eyes and stuff like that. Uh,
right,
and they got the big, goggles on the front of them, and the
yeah,
face part on it too. And
yeah,
I use those at the range, just in case any shrapnel flying out of somebody's piece over my way. You know.
yeah, yeah. So that's why you want to put your shooting glasses on.
Oh yeah, but I'm saying that's got glasses on it and the face mask. You got the whole thing. You know.
Oh, okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
riot gear there. You know.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
and that's when
and
you go full effect.
yeah, yeah,
So
man.
you got to put
And
that.
then
Right now, y'all are talking about the wrong weapon to use.
The gas mask would be very useful,
Y'all are
and
talking about
the
the wrong
sound
weapon to
need
use.
earplugs because they got them sound cannons out there. What was you gonna say, brother Pete?
I say y'all are talking about the wrong weapons to use.
Oh, I ain't got more weapons.
When you talking to people about guns and stuff,
No, I said face mask. Yeah, face mask. So if you
what
had
you need to
like
be telling, what you need to be telling people, and what you need to
hit
be
by
talking.
tear gas in your eyes, you won't get hit by rubber bullets in your face. Or if you're at the range, you won't get hit by somebody's flying shell case.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
You
I
need to
wasn't
start
talking weapons.
you need to start telling people and teaching people how to use their cameras on their phones instead of teaching them. The camera right now is the best weapon that you can use because you can document everything that's going on.
They taking that punk ass route out. They've been doing that, and I say punk ass route out because they sat there and watched George Floyd get killed, even if he was a junkie, and he might have died on his own, and might have not. But either way, because that's what
Yeah,
Charlie was saying, calling him saying he was going to die of fentanyl and all that. But the fact remains, people stood around and videoed instead of trying to, make a move. Whereas the police will have to get up off of them because they say the people moving in, just like they do it, they're doing in some of these hoods with them ICE. ICE grabbing the wrong folks. They starting to grab black folks now. Shoot, black folks pulling their folks back, knocking them folks up off that on their ass too. I
yeah,
see he didn't get hit and knocked on his ass. He got shoved and knocked on his ass. And
yeah,
that they a whole bunch of them just pulled her back into safety of the crowd.
yeah,
He
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
for a black lady. I guess he gonna tackle her on the car. Homeboy said, "Hell with that. Let me show you some homeboy strength. We gonna snatch your behind over here somewhere." You know?
yeah. You see,
Yeah,
so
man.
basically, so what you having, man, is a police state. You see what I mean? Is what it is.
Yeah,
Say that's what it's evolving to. You see what I mean? Is
yeah.
a
But
police state.
just record now. Recording is good. But if they die and all we're doing is standing there recording, no, we gotta make some moves. Like if
Yeah,
you stand up on them making noise, they drop their guard or they raise up off his neck because they gotta deal with this crowd that's coming up on them. It was
yeah,
a crowd of people too, a whole big old crowd like that. What did you tell me that little Chinese boy gonna hold back that big ass crowd and he was not in good shape? What
mm,
standing there? Somebody in good shape look like, oh, he might know martial arts. Let's be careful. Even here, all them people is going for, do just like they want to do when they rush. I hate to say it, but some of them cases where they policing them because they bum rushing stores. When they bum rush stores, they go up and down all the aisles and stuff, and you can't catch them. So if they did the same thing at that George Floyd thing, where they coming from the left, they coming from the right, they coming from behind. There's some of them look like they're trying to come over top of the car. Some of them coming over top of that Chinese boy, or at least pushing him back. Because I thought about the strategy of it. And the strategy is he was right near the curb, because I looked at it. I said, what would I have done? I said, right by the curb. All you had to do was shove him over that little part of the car, and he would have fell right on the top of the guy that had his knee on George Floyd's neck.
Yeah.
All you got to do is shove him. A good shove. All them damn people would have tumbled, Yeah. They'd have come up with the nightsticks and said, where did he go? And say, homeboy, gone.
Yeah. And then whatever
to do and left.
Yeah. And then whatever happened to the girl who took the video? You know what I'm saying?
I said, I got her.
What's her status?
I got her on the original video too.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, has anybody heard or seen from her since she took the video?
Well, it was a girl and a guy with George Floyd.
You say, so is she all
If it
right?
hadn't been for the video, would that have been swept under the rug?
Big time, man. Big time. Big time. You know what I'm saying? And so then, too, man, is that I've argued with people, man, like when I was on Blog Talk up here.
And I have somebody videoing, but with that many people, I would tell whoever's video, keep the video going, because I'm getting ready to rush this cop, and I don't want to get shot just for putting him over top of that other cop. So just the video going, and I'd have did what I had to do, and maybe tell get some people go to the left, point to the left, point to the right, and then get people come around.
So that would have been your.
They can do the stores like that. They could have did that situation like that.
So that would have been your Superman moment. Is that what you're saying?
All the people together could have drugged the fucking police. Excuse my language. Damn. See, I don't want to cuss, especially on here on the live. Excuse my language. But anyway, they could have prevented a death.
Mm-hmm. You say, and this is what I start calling them.
Guts. Nobody got the guts and the heart no more to take a chance, because they don't want to lose their livelihood, their life, or just get beat up. They don't want to be on the ground with your knee on their neck next. But I've seen over in some of them projects and stuff, once they start getting bum rushed by the people, they get overwhelmed. That shit. Matter of fact, the people were throwing bottles at the damn police cars, and the police cars were backing up out of there. Careful, quick as possible.
But what it is, though, they got all these cell phone towers and all these hidden cameras. You see what I'm saying?
Hey, they didn't.
So they could do that facial recognition.
Yeah, but I'm saying the difference between the masses that will flip that switch, that don't give a damn about the cameras, that will flip that switch and take that initiative like they've been doing in some of them hoods. I believe maybe like in Chicago, stuff like that. I'm not sure. All I've been seeing is sporadic here and now and there, where they'll come in on the hoods, and the hoods don't be having it. No way, they ain't taking it. I don't know if they got the red or the blue scarves on, or the orange scarves on, or maybe they're wearing all black with the Black Panther uniform on. But either way, not having it, and that we just need more people to put their foot down and not have it, and then get a few that everybody got their place. There's a place for somebody that can stay at a safe distance and video everything. Yep.
Mm-hmm. And then too, what you have to look at over there in the Middle East, I remember a few months back, man, they was blowing people up on their pages, literally
I
bombing
can't
them with their pages.
I can't save your life with a video camera. Like if like if the police were to grab you and then start choking you,
Mm-hmm.
when them back, from behind, and have a good grip on you, and then
Yeah.
I'm standing there videoing brother Pete, and he got you. And I see him clenching in because I know how to do them chokeholds, and I see him clenching in, and you say I can't breathe. Well, my neck
Mm-hmm.
is sidekick.
Mm-hmm.
Sidekick make him ass a sidekick to the temple, make his ass forget all about holding on to them hands and release that
Oh yeah.
hold.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, he gonna
Oh
release.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Come to, they gonna say, "Where did he go?" Say, "Man, dude, gone." He did what he had to do, and lickety split. He up out of here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then
And then too.
you might know who it was. Say, Brother P, you know who the dude with the black hat on? And you say, what black hat? I don't know nothing about no black hat. Right, brother? So we don't owe him no push-ups tonight. Ain't nobody says, sir, don't mess up, Shabaka. No, sir. No C word. No N word. We say unalived instead of the M word. We say SA instead of
Mm-hmm.
the R word.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
we keep it all up here. Because I know my complaint is people want to get on their own platform just so that they can talk out of line. And say, just keep in mind that grandma might be in the house, you
Right.
know? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've been sending some invites to the Queen Mothers and stuff. Matter of fact, let's see
Mm-hmm.
here. Oh, Brother Justice fell off. Wait a minute. Oh, Brother Justice, you fell off. I brought you back on, brother. You all right? You back with us.
Yeah,
Welcome.
yeah. My phone, I accidentally hit this little pink button on it, so it took.
Yeah.
But I've been here. I'm hearing everything.
Oh, okay. That's what I'll be doing. I'll hit the back button. Like I think I'm going to back out or something, and it backs me right on out of the stream.
Yep.
But the good part of the stream be continuing without me. You know?
Mm-hmm.
I did that one
Yep.
time, and I said, the stream is still going. I said, when they kicked me out, I thought it ended. And
Mm-hmm.
the damn thing was still going. Huh.
Mm-hmm.
I had to
And
stop and then delete it. You know what I mean?
There's this
yeah.
brother. There's this brother up here in Dallas. He be doing live streaming and stuff, and he be wanting me to come on his shows and stuff. But see, you know, most of the things he talk about is not some of the things that I deal with and stuff. You know, but I think when you said your own show, I be wanting to start one so I can teach people how to be more self efficient. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the way I teach my kids. I teach them fishing. I teach them gardening. You know, before I moved
Mm-hmm.
out here, we had a farmhouse. They used to have to go out there get the eggs and all that. You know,
Oh.
so
Well,
I try to teach them. I took them fishing, taught them how to fish, and brought them fish home. I said, "Now I showed you how to fish. Now you take this fish and you clean it this way, that way, and you cook it and you eat it, and you done fed yourself when you ain't got no money."
right.
Yeah, I just want to share that with everybody, man. You know.
Oh, no,
I
that's
have stood
good.
where once Jefferson Davis stood.
Oh,
Sorry about that. That came on by accident. No, that's good. You show them right here, wherever you are, whether it's on someone else's, on here, on your own, like you just did, for whoever is listening. So I'm sure they caught that. And what are we talking about? Growing your own, right?
When I was on last time, he was up there with me and stuff. He had asked me for the link, but I'm not just gonna give people links and stuff and let them just jump in and say what they want to say.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
Not with that getting it cleared first.
no, if you bring somebody on, that's cool. Yeah, yeah.
But
Somebody
he's a smart brother. His deal is called is it Silent Words
invite her on. That would be cool. Yeah.
Silent Word Unleashed. It's just that on his page and stuff he talked a lot of things and stuff, but he play a lot of music on his lately and stuff.
Oh,
He's
they're
kind
trying to
of,
do me.
you gotta have something to keep the people going.
They trying to do me. That's what I do. I play my music though. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now lately, I've been playing everybody music in the background, but I usually just play mine because it'll say it can't be played here and it can't be played there, or it'll say it's blocked in certain regions.
Yeah, all that. That there is shadow banding, brother.
Yeah, if you use other people's music, but now I don't know. In the background, it ain't been seeming to hurt nothing, so I've been keeping a little of my jam going in the background, but usually just my own music. You know,
Yeah,
can't afford. Yep. I see you dropped off there, Chewbacca. Welcome back to
yeah.
the Black Revolutionary Block Party. Yeah,
Yes, sir. Yeah, without a doubt.
got a
And
little hot.
then also too, I noticed is that with this StreamYard, you see, you can't get your message out, man, like you used to do, like on Blog Talk. See?
Oh, you can do it. The only thing is, you have rules and regulations, which you didn't have on Blog Talk, but you didn't have the same audience. Now you have
Yeah,
audience on Blog Talk just from years of people knowing you, but on here, the sky's the limit. You know,
well, but I noticed on Blog Talk, man, I used to be able to get 10 to 15 callers calling in at the same time. But on this StreamYard, man, you can't get it. Well, it depend on what kind of plan you got.
no,
And
you
the
got
most I
800 number on here. You got to put your 800 number on here.
Okay, so you got to make an 800 number for
Yeah,
the people to call you.
yeah, so they can call us. Yeah, I thought about
Oh,
it, but
okay.
you get one. I
Okay.
could just get
Yeah, but that there's more outlay. You see what I mean?
it was area codes, and that still forced people to do long distance calls, and a lot of people don't want to do that.
Yeah,
But they
yeah,
got another number, I know. And then people get, man, all they got to do is send a request. They can jump on here.
right. You know what I
No,
mean?
I can put it in open chats because they ain't got no haters. Nothing but
Yeah,
nothing but the love of the people and the love of the revolutionaries. The fake revolutionaries might have a problem with me, and they might be scared to death that I might say something. But I ain't got no time for nothing but the real what's happening for the people.
exactly,
I ain't got time for nothing else. And
exactly,
to waste it on jibber jabber. That's why I don't use N word, C word, because just like that, what's his name? Khalid Muhammad
yeah,
and Farrakhan. Always when they go on like Donahue and this and that, they talk about
right,
they said instead of the issues. So who cares
right,
about that? We care about the issues, you know.
exactly.
So anyway,
Yeah, that's for real. You know what I'm saying? And
issue.
then, and I
It
remember in the 1980s, right?
ain't no one group of people down except them terrorists out there in blue. You know,
Oh yeah.
they
Well,
done,
see,
beef
if you,
the Blue Klux Klan like a mug out there. Federal City, you know.
yeah, and then keep in mind is that the slave patrollers You see, were the precursors to the police. Policy enforcement is what it is. See, so the police is not so much out
National
enforcing
Guard.
laws, they're enforcing policy.
Now they got National Guard out here doing the job of evictions for the homeless folks in tents. Now
Oh man. And they don't have no hotel rooms to put the homeless people. They don't have no gymnasiums, like because wait a minute. Because I
brother
think
helping me. We was out there. Wait, hold on. Me and brother people, we was out there with a few of us. We was out there feeding the people. You can tell, you can chime in anytime, brother Pete. I was talking about when we was out there feeding the folks that actually live in tents. Now they out there telling the people they either go into shelters or programs or jail. They offer them good program or jail. And I mean, I seen some bulldozers like taking pits and stuff and just bulldozing them up.
Yeah, that's what it was doing in Los Angeles. Now in Denver, they would give advance notice, right?
Down there,
Like I think like 36-hour notice, man, before they said, well, we're gonna move your stuff out here. But in the city of LA, man, they'll do it on the spur of the moment.
Oh, Shabaka, I was trying to ask Brother Peter if he's seen any of the movement on the tents. The people out there, the displaced people out there that's living in the tents. Have you seen any movement on them? You can unmute.
Well, stop muting me so that I can unmute.
I didn't mute you this time. You muted yourself. Good for you. I'm proud of it.
But the tent situation has been going on here in D.C. before Donald Trump.
Right.
I know another time when they was trying to shut them down, but now they using the damn National Guard to do it. But have you seen it bulldozed or anything like that?
I have not gone out to look at anything. I told you that.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought maybe you could see some of this from the window. Like the song say, "Who's that peeking out the window?" Well, who's that dumping out the window? Goody Mob. Let's talk about one of my jams. But you ain't got no updates for us. You right there in the heart of it. Goodness gracious. Yeah, you ain't gonna be seen. They ain't gonna see you.
I got other things to do and to be worried about Donald Trump.
Yeah, that's for sure. And then on top of it too, man, is that this cat, man, can flip the script any day now. You know what I mean? And the dude, man, is either crazy, man, under the influence,
your man mask. You gotta get your white man mask, Brother Pete, and doing these numbers.
Lightning, let the man finish saying what he's saying. You always do that. Stop interrupting people.
No, I just wanted to throw that in there. You gotta be Mission Impossible. You get your white man mask, and you can go down to the Starbucks, and then nobody gonna bother you.
What were you saying, Shabaka?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm just saying is that this dude Trump, man, he's gone off the hook. You see what I'm saying? And what he's doing is that he's violating the laws that he swore to uphold. You see, because the one thing, man, that you got to look at the state level and at the federal level, you got what they call executive privilege. You see, so that there's pretty much, giving a head of that particular level of what he could do. You see, now, like what happened with Gavin Newsom and Donald Duck in California. You say, if Newsom declares, well, hey, man, we're going to do this here like against Trump or whatever, see, then Trump can come in there and shut him down like he did. Because Newsom was trying to stop, the ICE raids, and then Trump overruled him. You see what I'm saying? And then just like when they had all those big fires in California in the wintertime, that's the part that got me, because usually they don't have the fires until this time of the year. So Newsom was trying to do something. And then Trump went out there and overrode him, you see, from the federal assistance. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
And then on top of that, there too, the people really, man, need to get familiar with their state constitutions and also through the federal constitutions, because see, that's another thing that Donald Duck is gambling on, that the people, particularly our people, are not familiar with the particular laws
And
of
home.
which and which he is violating himself, that he swore to uphold. You see?
Yeah.
And then, of course, another thing with Donald Duck is that he's got a total Republican Congress. You see, so even if the Democrats put anything in there, man, say for the next year and a half to when they have the midterm elections, you see the Republicans are going to override them, which they've been doing,
and
enforcing Trump's agenda.
they're not making nothing safe. They're making everybody paranoid to come outside. You know?
Yeah, yeah. Well, see, that's what they want: containment.
Hey,
You see.
the crime is actually down in DC.
Yeah,
You
well,
know?
the crime has been down, according to the mayor there. But see, you got to keep in mind is that every city has its own city charter. So who knows what the mayor of DC can do, because that there is the seat of the U.S. government. But I don't think that DC has any municipal laws of its own, like what you would have in the states of Maryland, the states of Virginia, and what's that third state, man? They call it District of Columbia. Ain't it in 3 states, or is it just DC and Maryland?
DC, Maryland, Virginia, DMV.
Yeah,
Maryland and
yeah.
Virginia.
Yeah. Okay. Maryland and Virginia. Okay, so therefore it's sitting in 2 states actually. And ain't they got a river there, man? I would imagine that would separate the 2 states. What they call it, where they got all the memorials at, like Jefferson Memorial,
Talking about the Potomac.
Lincoln Memorial,
The Potomac River.
the Potomac River. Okay. See, I ain't never been there before. You see what I'm saying?
Lower River on the other side.
Yeah. See, the furthest east I ever been, man, is Gary, Indiana. You know what I'm saying? And then out here in the West, man, I've been in just about all the Western states, man, from Montana, Washington, Oregon, California, of course, Nevada, Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado. You see what I mean? And I did. Now, here's one for you folks. I did travel, okay, through Idaho, okay? And you've been hearing about this case that happened out there in Moscow, Idaho. Yeah, you got a Moscow, Idaho. And Idaho, man, is the next state going east from Washington State, you see.
Like Utah. Utah.
Yeah, Utah, man, is all out here in the desert, because you got the 4 states that's connected together, which is Arizona,
Utah,
New Mexico, Utah, and Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you see, and all this whole west region, brother, is nothing but desert. It's desert, man, all the way to when you get to the Rocky Mountains. You see what I'm saying? And once you cross the Rocky Mountains, man, then you're going out there into the farmland states. I think they call it the prairie, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think they call it the prairie, and then there's something else the Great Plains. You see what I mean? You got the prairie, then you got the Great Plains. And I think Montana is in the Great Plains. Then the next state, man, going east of Montana, man, is them Dakota states. And then when you cross the Dakota states, man, then you're there in Minnesota, which is on, as we all know, which is on top of right there by Wisconsin, which is on top of Illinois and what happened. You don't want to be out there by yourself, man, with no gas in your car. If you're driving in them regions, man, and you get to a quarter tank of gas, start looking for a gas station. See what I mean? Because you'll be out there, man, and you don't want to run out of gas, man, or be stranded on the side of them country roads, brother. Believe me, you don't want to. I already made the mistake for you. So you were stuck out there for 8 hours, you know. And then the highway patrol came along and he says, "Well, sir, I could tell you're not from here, you know, just what's your problem?" You know what I'm saying? So I said, "I'm out of gas, you know."
Yeah,
And
yeah.
would you believe it or not, and would you believe that dude went there, man, to the next gas station 25 miles away, man, and got me a couple of gallons? So I made it to that gas station, you know what I'm saying, and filled that tank up, you know. So he followed me there. You see. Then after I filled up, you know, and he said, "Okay, you know, I guess you filled up." I said, "Yeah, I'm filled up, and thank you." You know, and I tried my damnedest to hurry up, get away from him. You know, they say.
Yeah.
Then to the people out there in California, and when you drive across the country, you got that California driver's license. You see, they're gonna put some more heat on you. You see, I no longer have a California driver's license. See, for some odd reason, you know, there's a stigma about California. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. California, another place where they want you to be disarmed and run away, don't fight. You know, like need to have a mass deportation of all black folks out of them states.
Oh yeah, now I'm glad you brought that up, Lightning. Now tell me what you think about this here, brother Joe. Okay, there was a brother who
Brother
made a
Pete.
statement. Yeah, brother Peter. I'm sorry. Most apologies. Okay, so what's my fine now, brother Pete?
You good?
Okay, all right. So, and so they was putting up there saying that black people in the United States cannot be deported. Man, I don't think that's totally all the way true. You see what I mean? I don't think that there is all the way true.
How many news reports have you heard so far of citizens being deported?
I'm just a little groove in the background.
Okay, wait a minute. Okay, say that again.
Lightning, we're trying to talk about something, bro. Can you take your fingers off the buttons?
No buttons. Go ahead, Shabaka. Listen.
Yeah, okay. And so they was looking at, because a lot of these people, man, is coming up here with this FBA stuff, saying don't call me no African American and FBA and all this old type of stuff. And I got some issues with that. And I've said it on my own platform before, you know. So I'm further studying it. But I notice is that they fanning a flame of black people here in the United States of America hating on people coming from Africa. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then if you look at the paths of the hurricanes, they always originate off the west coast of Africa. Okay, they hit the
They always go that route. Now, why would they? How could they? Not why would they, but how could they successfully go those routes back in them days? If those are hurricane routes, they couldn't even go those routes successfully because they are always been hurricane routes. Now, I mean,
but that's just it though, Lightning. The hurricanes, man, are taking the same paths as the slave ships did off the west coast of Africa, man, coming into the Americas. That's why they go through Cuba. That's why they go through Dominican Republic and Haiti and what have you. That's why they go through the Bermuda Islands and then they slam into Florida, man, and New Orleans. You know what I'm saying?
Slave routes. When the slave routes took the same routes, they couldn't.
Yeah.
Now that's another reason why I say a lot of those people were gotten from surrounding areas. Even American Indians that are black versus American Indians that were Mexican, you know, and they just
Okay.
separated us like that. But those are those are are plagued with storms. Those routes, they plagued with storms. So nobody in their right mind would go down there to try to get slaves because, first of all, going down there, they could probably run into a hurricane just going down there.
Okay,
And
but I would imagine
hurricanes
that
and stuff.
over time that they
Y'all
kept
want me to tell
laws.
y'all
You
how
see,
it's really told? If the
What's that?
story, if the story is of old, and you want me to tell you how it's really told,
please.
okay.
Well, I mean, you know, the story been
I told y'all this before.
came around over
Excuse me,
into
and
whatever. Hey,
you go interfering again.
robbed of our lineage of things.
There you go, trying to interfere again.
A reset. It's all about who's left standing to tell the rest of the people what happened. Anyway, go ahead, brother.
You done?
Yeah, but I had to put that disclaimer in there because I don't believe what they be saying no more.
Are you finished?
Yep.
Oh, okay. The hurricane by far is the most destructive force known to man.
Okay.
It starts off on the shores of Africa as a little tiny wind.
Right.
Catches hold to the Atlantic Ocean.
Okay.
And the Atlantic Ocean has a voice.
That's right.
That can only be heard as it travels. As that wind travels across the Atlantic Ocean, it turns into the most destructive force known to man.
Okay.
Okay, known as the hurricane.
Okay.
So you think that's an angel
Excuse me, brother. Excuse me, brother. There you go again.
Or an ancestor? I'm asking a question because a lot of people think it's ancestors. Personally, I don't believe it. I think them was how it's always been. But go right ahead. Let me interrupt you, my brother.
Yes, you did.
I'm just asking questions as we go. I'm saying, do you
write your questions down? It'd be best that you let me get it out and then ask your questions instead of you interrupting me as I go.
As you're talking, you're sparking the question as you're talking. So I'm saying them tidal waves and everything, the most destructive force known to nature, as you were saying, known to man. I think it's one of three things. The people say it's the ancestors. That's what they say. That's choice A. And then choice B, angels, because they're mad about that path that was taken by slave traders, or it's just nature and that's the way it was always been. So what do y'all say? I mean, what do you think, brother? But I mean, brother, don't cut Brother Pete off. He was still in the middle of the stride. Don't want to cut him off.
You mean don't do it? You done already done it, bro.
But I asked you questions.
I'm not even going to answer your question. I'm not even going to entertain that because you did that on purpose, and I'm not allowing that. I'm not doing it no more.
Okay, you really think that the ancestors fighting us over fighting?
No, I'm not gonna do it, bro. Sorry.
Okay, because I think those ways have always been like that, which proves they couldn't have had slave ships going in that direction. Not successfully. Maybe nearby, say like they go to the Virgin Islands, and maybe somebody went from the Virgin Islands to another place that went all around those continental, what do you call it, slave trade waves, or what do you call it?
Okay, the slave routes. Okay, the biggest ports that received the slaves was Charleston, South Carolina, New Orleans, Louisiana, and Mobile, Alabama. Also, too,
from? They didn't
San
have.
Juan, Puerto Rico was a
Okay,
slave port.
Rico,
Havana, Cuba was a slave port.
place to get black folks.
Cruz
You
was
know,
a slave port.
you know, there's a lot of black folks in Cuba, right? Cuba's lots of black folks.
Yeah, man, it's because Havana, man, was one of the largest slave ports you had in the Caribbean because it was a Spanish colony. Mexico was a Spanish colony. Louisiana, Illinois, Missouri, all that there was a French colony. Florida was a Spanish colony. Maryland, Virginia, Maine, all those there were British colonies. You see? Because your main benefactors of the transatlantic slave trade was the British, the Portuguese, the Spaniards, and the Dutch. And the Portuguese. The Portuguese were the most brutal. After them was the French.
I didn't want to cut Brother Peter off, but I still want to come back with that because that's been, see, once we get past the part that he was, telling us about, see, I've heard all that, but I ain't heard the other part. And that's what I want, the other part. Now, I know if we can fast forward and say those routes were the same slave routes that the slave ships took, and then a lot of people attribute that to them being the slave routes. Now, could that be the wrath of God and angels? Could it be the ancestors? And why are people praying to the ancestors and let them rest in peace? You know?
Yeah. And as you know, is that there was a lot of our ancestors as they realized that they were in bondage and had no point of return because you didn't have jet airplanes at that time. A lot of them, a lot of them off the coast of North Carolina
and we
backed themselves into the water saying that they much rather be dead than be a slave. You see?
And we released them from bondage too by crushing generational curses or generational habits from slavery, handed down from slavery, and we still doing them. Some people, but not mine. Me and mine, we elevated up away from all that. You know, we don't do heathen rituals, and I'm glad my youngest son told an old white man that around Easter. He say, y'all celebrating Easter, you know? We don't, and my youngest, he was real young. He say, and that's Memoirs of a Black Panther right there. He say, we don't celebrate heathen rituals. I was like, all right, son, way to tell them. Say, there ain't no such thing as no Easter bunny. Yeah.
And then, as well, too, you have to look at, because when we was doing the podcast, Lightning, you was on there when we was on the Blog Talk Radio. Is that I did a semi-study and looked at how much that the slave market itself contributed to the gross national product of the United States, and it still benefits from that to this very day.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you know what the gross national product is, right?
Go ahead, brother. Enlighten us. I know I've heard.
The gross national product is the total amount of money that was spent on goods and services generally for a year. So therefore, man, when New Orleans was the fourth largest contributor to the gross national product in the late 1700s, early 1800s due to the slave trade, because what you got down there in Orleans and Louisiana, that sugar cane. Now, what comes from your sugar cane? I'll give you a few names. Old Granddad, Johnny Walker, you know what I'm saying? Ken, Beefeater. You follow me?
Yeah.
Just like when they had that Montgomery Brawl a couple of years ago. That's who mainly our people was fighting. Old Granddad, Jim Beam, Jack Daniels.
Yeah.
And they went up there and got drunk enough to fight and got that work put in on them.
How about that? I feel like homeboy that jump in the water, swam up.
And shout out to that young man. He was only 17 years old. They called him Aquaman. So, yeah, so he had youth on his side. And then the thing that I enjoyed is when a brother threw the hat up in the air, man, and it was like, that there was like the distress signal, just like that old Batman signal they used to have on that TV series. They used to come on ABC television in the '60s when I was a kid. They put the Batman signal up.
Shabaka,
So
this is what
old brother put that signal up in there, man, and all the brethren there out of Montgomery.
hey, look, when he
And
threw the hat up in there, this is what he was saying. Check it out. This is what he was saying. Hold up. He was saying this when he threw the hat up in there, right? He gave the signal. He was
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Casper, Wyoming, are you ready? There's only one thing left to say. Let's get ready for the Ultimate Rumble! And now, ladies and gentlemen,
I need him one more minute. All right, champ, you've been doing all the talking. You've done all of your something live on television. What round when you knocked him out? You always, I'm not calling around. One day while we live and you can't erase this. You always said, Muhammad, you're not the man you were 10 years ago, right? Right. Well, I'm asking your wife, are you the man you was last year? You got a quick head to the...
This Olympic medalist now has a perfect professional record of 37 fights, 37 victories, including 33 knockouts. It's Dale presented the greatest in middleweight championship history from Karaganda, Kazakhstan.
We're having a fight party tonight, y'all. Tune in. We're going to watch Mike Tyson knock out this youngin. Who was his name?
all right, so that's what that was all about.
Jake, but we didn't see a knockout. But that we'll use it the next time around because there got to be a fight too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, when they had the Montgomery thing, man, a couple of years ago, you had plenty of knockouts.
And chairs, tables, ladders, and chairs.
Now, one thing about that folding chair, that there's a multi-purpose device. You can use it to sit down there and rest your behind, or you could fold it up and use it to smash some behind. So that's a multi-purpose device.
Yep.
Yeah, see, don't leave home without your folding chair.
Yep.
You see what I mean?
A set booby traps with folding chairs just fly out on them all, jump.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You
But
see,
a lake mine, instead of blowing up, it just shoot metal chairs out everywhere.
oh yeah, and go oops upside their head. You see what I mean?
Chairs too. Make sure it ain't no lightweight chairs. Make sure they heavy duty metal chairs.
Yeah, have some metal in there, and then keep in mind once you go to use this chair, if you use it correctly, you will have no more use to sit down in the chair. If you know what I mean.
Yep. It's good.
See,
you dent it in one direction, and you turn it around, and you dent it back straight again.
Oh yes, sir. Without a doubt. Because today
you repeat the process until the chair breaks in half.
Yeah, and keep in mind the day of the ass scratch and the Yasa boss is open.
Actually, now with my landmine of chairs, that would work even better. But back to what we really got to talk about now. Once they get past putting feds all over the place, and they're gonna most likely, in my opinion, put the listening devices all over the place at the same time. If they
already got them.
I'm saying if they
got them.
I'm talking about up close and personal type. If they slick
yes, sir. But these computers and these cell phones are the listening devices.
Oh yeah, plus they tell on their own damn selves anyway, so it don't even matter.
Yeah, see, like I've been getting for the last week, y'all. I've been getting these calls out of Los Angeles, and I let them go to voicemail. They say, hello, Hello, are you there?
Uh,
And it's AI technology that
oh,
I discovered.
huh. Okay.
So they doing voice recognition.
Shoot 'em,
Then they running it past your jail records after they mask you up on a voice recognition. Say,
shoot 'em a text and say, "Who is this?"
oh yeah. And then like what they got over there in the Middle East.
That's why I don't
You
do
remember
fake
the old pagers? You remember the pagers that they had before they came out with the cell phones? You remember the actual pagers?
flying on what the hell they want.
Yeah, so if they blowing up pages over there, man, what's preventing them from blowing up these laptops and cell phones? Riddle me that.
Hey, they can do it. They already proved that they can do it.
Yeah, oh yeah. And then the only thing they got to say, that old dump, you know what I'm saying, that would do is with that old boy who ran the FBI for 50 years, national security.
Yeah.
That's what neutralized the original Black Panther Party.
Yeah.
That's what neutralized the civil rights movement.
So what the hell does the Homeland Security have to do with any of this?
Oh, because Homeland Security, they got certain powers, you know, to eavesdrop with surveillance, tapping your phone without court order. Basically, it's eroding, man, the so-called legal
So,
rights that you had. It's an infringement. No, not an infringement, an encroachment on the so-called First Amendment.
yeah. I know they was talking about having a base out that way somewhere, but I don't know.
Well, see, brother, it's like this. Each time that I get on this phone here, doing a podcast, man, doing a StreamYard,
No, sir.
okay, I
No,
expect my door to be kicked in at any moment.
yeah, stop saying that for you. Cast those words to yourself. Don't do that.
Well,
Oh, we are
I'm just
casting.
dealing with, yeah, well, let me say this here to redirect it.
Yeah, I manifest.
I hope that I am wrong. Do let me say that I hope that I am wrong.
Okay, that's good. Now I'll manifest.
Yeah.
Manifest the money that's going to take to get the broadcast up to par because we need equipment and that ain't cheap. You know, where I can mix everybody in on the videos together, one at a time, however one do it. I can have music pop in, out, you know what I mean? Pipe right into the system. Certain boards that we're gonna need to do it with, and they're a little bit up out of my budget. So that's proof right there that the people can do it, and they're gonna have to do it because that's the only way it can get done. Or a miracle from God. Now that's happened before.
Oh,
I've had,
absolutely.
and maybe a few prime interviews. You know, like we
Right.
got. I should get what's his name on here? OG Kunta. Get OG Kunta on here and 6070. You know, maybe together.
And then we want to hurry up and do it because see, we're at the tail end of the core explosion. You know that, right? You know what a core explosion is?
Yeah, well, that's like the Big Bang theory.
No. Like it's a business term. Okay, it's like this here. When they first came out, man, with www.com, that was 1994, right? So they started in 1994, but their core explosion was really like 96 going up there to 2006. 10 years. That's when it got real big. Now, after it got real big, then Microsoft got in there. Bill Gates came up there and got it, and Steve Jobs and all those cats over in Silicon Valley, right? Then came Twitter, all right? And then here comes the poor who buys Twitter, you see? And you see all these places all around the Bay Area, San Francisco, San Mateo, all the way down there to Mountain View, which is outside of San Jose, and that's where Google is. You see?
Yeah.
So then what had happened was, and when everybody started getting this stuff, it gets all bombarded now, man, you know, like from 2021 to 2022, up here to 2025. And this is why when you turn on your cell phone or your laptop, you got all this garbage out here for this advertisement.
Yeah.
Say so do you know, man, on an average basis, do you know, man, I spend anywhere to 4 to 6 hours a day, man, just blocking this stuff and reporting this crap as spam?
What's that?
Spam is garbage that
Oh,
comes into your inbox, that comes across your phone. Like how
yeah.
you doing a thing right here, right now. You'll get a whole bunch of pop-ups from IBM, from Apple, and all of that. Because Apple is based there, but all these apps. That's why they want you to download all these damn apps. You see, nothing but garbage. Download our app. That block.
Well,
And the way and the reason why you want to keep doing that en masse, right, is because what will happen is they'll start losing their influence when people don't want to be bothered with this garbage, man. And then guess what happens with Apple products? They sales start going down. Okay, just like how Trump. Well, we got to put in all these tariffs. We got to put in all these tariffs on this, tariffs on that, tariffs on that. And I have to say what I've been saying. Don't buy the garbage. Don't buy it. And it will stay up there on them shelves, man. Then the next thing, man, that has to happen is they're going to have to mark the prices down to get rid of the inventory.
Let's put them in the black stores, you know?
That's what wait a minute. I'm glad you brought that up. Like,
black.
I'm glad you brought that up. Do you know you've been having a whole lot of black people, man, from the coast of California all the way up there to New York City, telling black people not to spend their money in African stores.
Well, they should be spending them in black American stores for sure.
They should be spending them like in the whole African diaspora period. Is for the simple fact is, man, all the minerals, man, that they need, man, like for to build these cell phones and silicon and stuff like that, that comes off the continent.
A lot of
that's why they hating on that brother Ibrahim Traore over there, because see what he did was in Burkina Faso, he nationalized all his gold. He said, "You French ain't coming down here getting nothing."
All I'm saying is we got it as black people in America that had slave parents, grandparents, whatnot, got us having stuff in our neighborhoods of people that speak our language. I love Ethiopian food, you know what I mean? So if it's Ethiopian restaurant, more than welcome. And if you look at most of the stores, they're gonna be Ethiopian this, Ethiopian that, Arab this, Arab that. But where are the black American stores that only speak English?
Black Wall Street in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
And when you say, "Hey, look, give me the red pack," they don't say which one. They don't point. The damn red pack mean the damn red pack. What do you say about that, brother? You still with us?
I'm still listening to you.
Yeah, see, and then also too, we got to get off into some manufacturing.
What do you think about
too
about black entrepreneurship?